Hi Aries, thank you for stopping by my channel. This is Seven Waters Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing an energy checkup for Aries, the sun sign, the moon sign, the rising, and the Jupiter. And we're going to see where you're at. With that being said, this is a general reading, so all of it may not resonate, some of it may, but I know that the divine has messages here for those who need it. With that being said, let's get started. I normally start with 4 cards and then we just kind of see what's going on from there and kind of pry to see what is happening. So let's go, let's get started. All right, messages for Aries. Oh wow, already jumping out. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we have the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is, so the Wands card is about passion and moving forward, not being afraid to speak your mind. It's about creativity, and you know, the Page of Wands is very charismatic. The Page of Wands is outspoken with her philosophy. And you know, this is definitely an action card. So there is something that Aries is about to put action to or is putting together right now. And this is a fire sign card. So we're talking Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let's see what else the divine has for you. More cards. Okay, oh, we have the 6 of Cups that just wanted to fly on out, and it's super, there we go, it's kind of blurry. Anyhow, this is 6 of Cups. This is water energy. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and the 6 of Cups is about past relationships. You know, this is someone from your past that you could be very passionate about. There is someone from the past, maybe childhood. It could be leading into talking about a soulmate. We're going to have to check out and find out what else is going to fall on the table for Aries. What are the messages for Aries? Okay, so this is the 4 of Pentacles, dealing with money, but it's not always just about money. It's also about holding on, being possessive. Maybe you are holding on to your coins or feeling the need to hold on to your coins. This is not always a bad card. This is a card about, you know, holding on sometimes to good things. Just making sure you're not holding on too tight to where it becomes, you know, something that you can't stop thinking about, or you know, you're beginning an obsession with it. But if it's just you know, a normal, you know, holding on to your dreams, definitely do that. And if you are holding on to a relationship, and since it's going to land right here by the 6 of Cups, you may be holding on to a past relationship that you really want to see come back to life, or you're holding on to a relationship from the past. Maybe it was a child's high school sweetheart. Maybe something from the deeper past. We're going to find out what are you holding. Okay, that one just jumped out and fell. Okay, so it looks like you could be holding on something you may need to loosen your grip on a little bit. This is the 9 of Swords, and this is the card of, you know, some anxiety, some things you might be going through, some sleepless nights. Someone in this connection is feeling a little bit sleepless, can't sleep, a little bit of anxiety, but this is like a mental anguish. This is like a something keeps replaying in your mind or this other person's mind. Let's find out a little more about the Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here? What's the Page of Wands for Aries? Why is okay? 5 of Cups. Oh, the Emperor is coming out. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups so far. Underneath the clarifying the Page of Wands, we have the Emperor. This could be a divine masculine, a divine counterpart coming out in your reading. This also could be your energy, because the Emperor card is known as the Aries card. You could be in the Aries, in the Emperor energy about this relationship, making things happen, bringing things into balance. It looks like there's some things that maybe there's someone on the other end that is, you know, feeling, you know, a little anxious, a little anxiety regarding this connection. Someone's holding on. And the Five of Cups, it basically talks about, you know, this is also the another water sign card. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio involved with some of you. And the Five of Cups talks about, this talks about, you know, some type of regret or loss. Maybe even a fear of rejection. Feeling sorrow and kind of wishing, for some of you guys might be wishing for what was or what has been, with, you know, with the Six of Cups card, which is having to do with your past, the Six of Cups. Some of you guys maybe, it's clarifying the Page, so there could be some sorrow involved with this page. Some sorrow involved with a younger person. Maybe it's a younger energy. You know, there's some regret here. There's something that happened that is regretful to the connection, perhaps, and is keeping someone up at night. Someone's definitely holding on, though, to this relationship. We have the Emperor, someone in the Emperor energy trying to fix it and bring it all together. The Emperor fixes, you know, and brings things back into balance. He is basically all four kings rolled into one. He is the Emperor, you know, of heaven, and he brings balance, and he's a little bit stubborn, and he's, you know, kind of rooted and grounded in his ways. He's not a believer of reinventing the wheel, because his way works. There could be some energy of maybe a little bit of heavy-handedness, but the Emperor, you know, well, let me see. Let's move on. I don't want to say just yet. We get some more information here. Four of Pentacles. What? Okay. Something flipped. Okay, so we have Justice with the Four of Pentacles. So somebody could be holding on to a marriage. Someone could be holding on to seeking justice, you know, not being tenacious and not letting that go. Justice can also symbolize marriage as well. And it's right next to the Emperor card. So I'm really curious. What? Okay, so the Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Okay. So let's see. This card, this deck does not do reversals, which makes it pretty easy for me, because the meanings still come across. So we have the Four of Swords underneath the Nine of Swords. So someone's needing to have some rest and relaxation, some recuperating time. There's a lot going on. There's, you know, with this staying up all night, of course, your body's going to be crying out for some rest and relaxation. Someone in this connection is not resting. They are feeling really regretful and feeling lost. about this connection. Some of you may be separated from this person. There might be some distance. There may be a marriage involved where there's some regret and some anxiety over maybe someone getting a divorce. Some of you guys might know someone who is about to get married and you don't want them to. That is your past connection. Let me see. But it looks like there's going to be some clarification and some balancing. Some things that needed to be balanced out. Some things are going to be balanced out. And then we have also what fell with the Four of Swords is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is basically talking about, you know, having a lot of choices. It's kind of like the Seven of Cups card. But in this deck, it's talking about having choices and, you know, what you've planted and what you've worked on, you know, is right for the picking. There's some options that you need to deal with, you know, and choose. You know, also, you know, with this Seven of Pentacles, you know, I'm just looking at the Nine of Swords here, and I'm thinking, you know, there's someone that is basically needing to have some rest so that they can make a good decision. There's definitely some decision-making time here, but the Justice card and the Seven of Pentacles, there's a need for you to make a firm and direct decision. You know, the Seven of Pentacles also talks about, you know, reaping a reward, and consider different approaches. That's a good one. Considering different approaches to a problem. Looking at it from a different direction. It's kind of like, you know, with that, it kind of reminds me of the Hangman, where, you know, the divine is saying, look at things from a different direction, different perspective. Yeah. Okay, so let's get some more information for you, Aries. Let's get something for the Fool, taking a risk. Alright. Why is the Emperor here? Because of the Tower moment. There's something that happens, so there's some need for some serious balance, because there was a Tower moment. Something was taken down suddenly, or something is going to be taken down suddenly. Maybe you received some sudden news about something, and there was a moment where things have been basically lost, or something crumbled to the ground, a relationship crumbled to the ground, maybe business. But now there's some need for some balance to come in. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups. We need one more. Whoa, too many. One more. All right. And the Nine of Cups. So now we have a lot of water on the board here. So we have the Ace of Cups, new beginning. So there's what was destroyed, made way for a new beginning. The Ace of Cups talks about, so the Ace of Cups talks about, basically there's a stirring of emotion, there's a stirring of emotions, a need for compassion. Some of you have, you know, love and intimacy, but you're becoming attuned to it. You're realizing that you have these feelings, that there's an awakening of feelings. But something happened in this Tower moment, dealing with the past that was destroyed, that was torn down. But something, you know, when one thing, like for example, when something burns down, you know, sometimes it's not always a bad thing. When, say, for example, crops are burned, or the forest, some parts of the forest naturally burns, although it destroys the home, that, you know, even though something's been destroyed, seeds are still deep down the ground and they can grow up even past what has been destroyed. There's always something in the ground ready to grow, and it's in the place of what used to be there. So, and then we have right next door, we have Nine of Cups, and this Nine of Cups comes, you know, with making this choice, you know, getting your rest. This comes, you know, Nine of Cups talks about basically, you know, enjoying yourself, having wish fulfillment, you know, being fulfilled, you know, knowing that your future is bright, it's assured. There is, like, you know, they say in this deck, you know, there's a bounty on the horizon. There's something to be had. You know, somebody's been through some things, you know, been through some darkness, but there's new things blossoming. There's new love on the way. There's a new beginning. And for some of you guys, justice is bringing this new beginning. And with the Fool card under the, you know, this is taking a risk. Even though some of you have been through, you know, your fear of rejection, you're worried about being turned down, you know, just for some of you, take that risk. Don't focus on, you know, the what ifs. Take a leap. Take a leap of faith. You know, let your passion and your love guide you. Okay, let's get an oracle card. So basically it looks like, you know, someone has, you know, some of you have gone through like a teardown of sorts. But there's, you know, whether this Emperor, this energy is you or some, you know, or you're in someone in the connection, you know, there is hope for blossoming love, to have your wish fulfillment. Maybe you didn't have it over here with the Five of Cups and, you know, with the Nine of Swords, but there is a promise of a new beginning coming your way. And this also could be, you know, a reigniting of love as well, because of a Tower moment, because of something that may have went wrong or left you feeling kind of torn down, but there's something coming up in its place. That's what I see. But you have to make the choice with the Seven of Pentacles. You gotta make a choice. And there's some balance needed. Also, too, about the Emperor card. The Emperor, you know, he brings balance. He in chaos, he makes, you know, when there's chaos, he actually subsides it and brings harmony. There's something regarding this past connection. So let's see what kind of oracle comes up for Aries. All right, walking away. There you have it. Some of you guys need to go ahead and just walk away from some connection that you have. Leave it behind because something new is coming your way. Something's going to grow out of the ashes. It's just you know, thinking about it, you know, it's like telling you to let go. Some of you guys need to let go of a relationship. Don't hold on to it any longer. It won't serve you. And if it's meant to be, it'll come back around. That's for sure. Even if you don't want it to, it'll still come back around, because that's destiny. So with this Tower moment, you know, there's something that needed to happen, something you need to see, something you need to hear to help you walk away so that you can have this new beginning and have your, I believe each and every person deserves to have something good happen to them, especially if they've been putting out good karma all this time. So with that being said, let's see if there's one more oracle for you. financial constraints. So some of you guys might be holding on to your coins because you're kind of hitting a financial constraint. This is just temporary. It's only for a season, but make sure you don't overspend. You know, be a little frugal for the time being, for the season, until your season is over. That is the advice. So watch your money, watch your coins. It's only for a season. You don't have to be frugal forever. One more for Aries. Okay, oh. So this is the last one. This is man with holding a heart. This is for those of you that are in a relationship that is about to have a tower moment, or that has had a tower moment. Your new beginning, man with the heart. This is what's coming your way. This is some of you guys' wish fulfillment. This is what you want, a decent, mature relationship. And this could also, doesn't have to be a male. This could be a feminine as well. This is what's, this is what's coming into your life, new love. And it's funny because it looks like these leaves are just full of hearts. This is a card full of love. So if you're a masculine, this could represent you wanting to start something new with someone else. And if you're feminine, this is a masculine coming your way. This could also represent the Emperor. Who doesn't play? I love the Emperor. Okay, so let's get some goddess cards for you guys. Goddess cards. Let's see if goddesses have any advice for Aries. Advice for Aries. Okay, that's one. Anything else for Aries? Okay, so the first one that fell from the deck is Nematona, and she's a goddess of sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. And I can't tell you how important that statement really is. Connect with the divine, because it will just bring you through, those dark nights or those moments. Getting connected into the collective, for sure, the divine. Find your time, your space and time to meditate and keep your heart and your mind right. Keep it aligned and balanced. Balance up that chakra, but connect to the divine, because it'll get you through and you'll find out all the information. The next one is Sedna. And Sedna is infinite supply. Ooh, that's abundance, you guys. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. That means the divine seriously has your back, and you don't have to worry about, what you need. Just ask for it, pull it down, manifest it. Boom, there it is. This is abundance. So with that being said, all right, let's pull some possible numbers and months in this cup. Now, not my cup. In my hand, I have some months and I have some numbers. Let's see if any dates come out. I'm going to close my eyes and then choose 4 cards, or choose 4 cards, and you'll see what we get for Aries. So I'm going to close my eyes now. Do a little more shuffling, and I think I have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought I had 3. Okay, 3 and 4. So I'll put these right here and then put the rest away, and then let's see what we have. Oh, they're falling all over the place. Okay, so let's see. We have February. That's coming up. Oh, it was an extra one. And we have December. We have 18. We have 12. Since this one fell and just was sitting there, we might as well do this one too. And 15. So that could be February 12th, which is an Aquarian birthday. It could be also a significant birthday for some significant date for something else. We have February 15th, also an Aquarian birthday. This could also be just a date that you need to keep your eye on, and February 18th, which is an Aquarian birthday or a date that you need to keep your eye on. So then we have December 12th, which is Sagittarius energy birthday, which could be another date onto itself. Doesn't have to be a birthday. December 15th doesn't have to be a birthday, but it is also Sagittarian. And December 18th, also Sagittarian, which there was some fire in your reading, the page, and there's air in your reading as well. So air being Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's see, any more air? And then of course water being Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and the earth, the pentacle, is the earth sign Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So that concludes your reading for today. I will see you guys next time. You guys have a blessed and wonderful morning, afternoon, and evening. See you guys, Aries. Love you guys. Bye-bye. See you next time. Mwah.